Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a 2D action platformer published by Sega and developed by seasoned Streets of Rage 4 developer Lizardcube. The game takes a Metroidvania approach as you travel through a wide variety of beautiful locations in order to take down an evil robotic megacorporation, all while you play as iconic Shinobi Joe Musashi. But now, review embargoes have dropped and scores are starting to trickle out, so what did reviewers think of Shinobi Art of Vengeance? Is it a dashing success or is its retro style redundant? Let's look at the reviews for Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Before we look at opinions, allow me to fully explain what Shinobi Art of Vengeance is because it can be a little confusing on the surface. Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a classic action platformer, but it's also a Metroidvania, and while gameplay changes and ability progresses, the backtracking doesn't take as much of a hold on this game as the game is set upon distinct levels, each of which you can teleport between. This allows the settings to be incredibly diverse without the team having to tie them together into one contiguous world. This also makes it feel far different than others in the Metroidvania genre, like Ori and Hollow Knight. But Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a spiritual successor to the Shinobi series, starring hero Joe Musashi. As such, Shinobi Art of Vengeance is more focused on its retro feel. This is seen through its art style, its story, its gameplay, and overall level design. Lizardcube's previous game, Streets of Rage 4, had proven that this team was capable of mastering the retro design, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance holds to that. This game is designed both for players who love the current suite of Metroidvanias, but also for those interested in nostalgic throwback games. But does it succeed? Looking at the reviews, it's easy to see that Shinobi Art of Vengeance was a smashing success, sitting at an 88 on OpenCritic with 96% of reviewers recommending it thus far. Shinobi Art of Vengeance isn't just a great Metroidvania, it's a must-play for fans of the genre. A lot of the reviews to come out so far sit at around 9 out of 10, GameSpot being one, with their reviewer Richard Wakeling giving it that score and saying Shinobi Art of Vengeance revitalizes a classic by combining excellent combat and platforming with a gorgeous art style, reaching new heights for the long dormant series. Another 9 out of 10 came from the Sixth Axis, with their reviewer Adrian Burrows saying Shinobi Art of Vengeance is the game that a legend like Joe Musashi deserves. Fast, frenetic, and utterly absorbing, this is how you bring a long dead series back to life. There has been a lot of high praise about this game, but even reviewers who weren't so high on it still gave it decent scores. One of the lower end ratings came from our reviewer, Dalton Cooper, who scored it a 7 out of 10, saying Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a solid 2D action platformer with a few shortcomings that keep it from reaching its full potential. But for the most part, reviewers really like the title, some even scoring it a perfect score, as the reviewer from The Gamer, George Foster, gave it a 5 out of 5, stating Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a home run on the first pitch. It's one of the most gorgeous, creative, and satisfying games of 2025 and has effortlessly clawed its way to becoming my front runner for Game of the Year. It's easy to see that there's a lot of love for this game, a lot of love for its art style, a lot of love for its gameplay, and a lot of love for the way it brings the series into the modern day. With all of this said, it'll be interesting to see how Shinobi Art of Vengeance lands, as this game is set to release on the 29th, just 6 days before Hollow Knight Silksong. Committing to a Metroidvania right before one of the biggest Metroidvanias of all time launches might be a tough sell. The timing on this was not ideal for Lizardcube, although almost nothing could have been done about it, as Silksong's release date was announced mere days ago. It might not be too much of an issue though, as Lizardcube has earned itself quite a devoted fanbase from Streets of Rage 4, that alongside the original Shinobi fanbase might mean that there's less crossover than expected. Regardless, it'll be interesting to see how well the game does post-launch. All in all, Shinobi Art of Vengeance is one of the highest rated games to release so far in 2025. Its mixture of new and old make for a unique experience with a hand-drawn art style unlike any other. Will you be picking up Shinobi Art of Vengeance? Let us know down in the comments below, and for everything else, keep it right here at Game Rant.